Hello, Capricorn. My name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot. This will be a general reading for October 2021. It might be about your career, your love life, or whatever is the most important message that Spirit needs you to hear right now. Please remember that time is fluid, and if this message does not resonate, be sure to check out my readings for your moon, rising, and Venus sign. Now let's get right into your reading. What is Capricorn's message? Okay. First chakra, Archangel Michael. What is Capricorn's message for October 2021? In your present, you have the Seven of Cups. I'm getting a very scattered energy from this card. You might have a lot going on this month, and it might be including multiple things at once. You might be trying to balance your education and your career with some sort of personal issues, and it kind of feels like you're in a very unbalanced headspace, like you just have so much to think about, or you might have some sort of decision to make, and you have a lot of options, and you're not sure which one to go with. But it feels like a very frantic energy. Like you're having trouble keeping focus, you're having trouble concentrating on one thing at a time because you've just got so much on your plate. For some of you, this could be multiple job offers coming in if you are job hunting right now, or multiple opportunities. If you are dating around right now, you might be kind of, playing the field a little bit, trying to figure out what your type is, what you need in a person, and it might be kind of frustrating for like one person after the other to just come in and go as quickly as they come, and you're not really feeling satisfied with any of them. Some of you may also be paranoid that somebody that you are currently dating has their options open, or they want something a little bit more casual, but you're looking for something more serious, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. In your crossing, you have the Queen of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this could be your energy coming through. With such a scattered energy here, and this Archangel Michael coming through, it really tells me that you need to be focused on grounding yourself this month in order to be able to make sure that you can keep a clear head. Especially if this involves making some sort of decision, you need to be able to make sure that you can see things clearly, that you're detaching yourself emotionally, gathering all the facts, and just making sure that you know exactly what's what. Especially if there's another person involved in this reading that you think might be leading you on, you need to cut through all the BS and get straight to the facts. At your base, you have the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety and stress affecting this situation, and I'm seeing a connection between this card and the Seven of Cups, why you have such scattered energies right now, why you're having trouble focusing on one thing because your anxiety is getting in the way, because your fear is getting in the way. For some of you, if this reading involves another person, they might be gaslighting you, and that's what's making you question yourself. But you're starting to spiral, and staying in this negative energy is really only making things worse. So again, with that Archangel Michael, you really need to focus on grounding yourself this month, on trying to stick to the basics, on gathering all the facts, on remaining emotionally detached so that you can discern what's what, on staying logical and rational. rather than letting your fear control how you think. In your past, you have strength. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, but strength card isn't just about physical strength. It's also about inner strength. It's about self-control and being patient. So again, with this oracle card here, I feel like your message is that you really need to focus on grounding yourself this month so that you can have the courage to push through whatever this is. Especially if this reading involves another person, you might need to gather up the courage to stand up for yourself, to tell this person off, because the way you're feeling right now, you might have been through this before. And even though it's kind of like you're holding yourself back, this energy is showing me that you're stronger than that you deserve better than that, whatever the situation is. You have the capability to bounce back here if you can control this energy. In your crowning thoughts, you have the Four of Swords. So the message right now is that you need to recharge. You need rest, whatever that means for you. Some of you have been pushing yourselves too hard at work, taking on too much responsibility and overworking yourselves. You have too much weight on your shoulders, and that's what's stressing you out. Some of you need to take a vacation. Even if you can't actually physically go anywhere, just take a few days off and stay home so that you can recharge your battery. Some of you might be thinking of taking a break from this relationship to test how you really feel about this person. If you stop talking to them for a while and see, do I really miss this person all that much? Are they really all that important to me? For some of you, this is a side message. You might actually be feeling physically sick this month, and I feel like it is because you're pushing yourself too hard, especially with that Nine of Swords at your base. Anxiety can actually cause a lot of physical health symptoms like headaches, back pain, bloating, gas, cramps, dizziness, nausea. So some of you are actually feeling physically sick right now, and it might not actually mean that you are sick, but you're feeling sick because you just can't control that anxiety. And that's one of the main reasons why you really need to focus on your mental health right now, on your physical health, on your self-love right now, and you just need to give yourself a moment to breathe, a moment to relax. In your immediate future, you have the Two of Swords. You're ignoring it. You're avoiding the problem. You're burying it. And that might be because you already feel like you have too much going on right now to acknowledge what it is that's really the problem, but it's only making it worse. You kind of feel stuck right now because you don't have enough time to make this decision, especially if you are in a contract job or something like that where you feel like you just can't get out of this position even though you don't like what you're doing. Same thing if this is about a relationship, you really don't know what to do about this person, how to feel about this person. They might be messing with your head. For some of you, this might have blown up because of some sort of conflict with another person, and the two of you are kind of giving each other the silent treatment right now. And partly what's stressing you out is you're not reaching out, they're not reaching out. The two of you are kind of at an impasse, at a stalemate. Communication is very poor right now, or not there at all. In your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Wands. Again, I feel like there's a choice here, and you're scared of making the wrong one. I feel like what you need to try and do in order to stay grounded is to create some sort of backup plan. Well, if I do this and it doesn't work out, I can always do this instead. You need some sort of safety net, something to fall back on so that you don't feel like you're risking it all. Because it kind of feels like to me you want to move forward, but you don't know how. You don't know what the next step is, and that's why you feel really stuck right now and why you're so exhausted. In how people are seeing you this month, you have the Five of Swords, and I'm seeing a connection between this card and the sword that he has raised here. You might be in a very competitive environment right now, and it's kind of putting you on edge. You have your guard up, and I feel like that's coming back to that anxiety. Whether it be a competitive work environment or just a lot of conflict in your personal life right now with the person involved in this reading, or with your family or with your friends, it feels like you're constantly walking on eggshells, and that's what's making you hesitate so much. Because it feels like this person or this situation is making you question everything you say, everything you do, every move you make. So you're always very much on the defensive. In your strengths and weaknesses, you have the Six of Pentacles. So you want to get back to this stable, equal place. You want this giving and receiving, this equal, this mutual energy in your relationships, whether it be with your family, your friends, or a person you're dealing with right now. Some of you might be waiting on them to reach out with an apology, so the two of you can get back to a more balanced state. Especially if you're working very hard in your career or your education, you want to be able to have this flow, this prosperity. As a side message, this could be about money for some of you, and it feels like somebody owes someone money, and it kind of feels like somebody here is being very cheap, or they don't want to loan someone money or something like that, or they don't want to give it back, but that's just for some of you. In your outcome, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you want to get back to a place where you feel in control, where you feel stable. Like I said before, you need to focus on grounding yourself in some way this month. Again, for some of you, this could actually be about money. If you're worried about some sort of financial loss, you need to find a way where you can make up that loss at work without necessarily overworking yourself or taking on too much. Rather than trying to get it back all at once, create some sort of budgeting plan. Take like $100 off of every paycheck and just put it away in a savings account. And you can slowly build this bank account up again over time. Because you need to remember how long it took you to get that specific amount of income in the first place. It's not going to happen overnight. It's still going to be slow. And for those of you who this is about a relationship, I'm getting the message that you need to keep your emotions in check when it comes to this person. You might be holding back emotionally, not necessarily shutting them out, but not opening up all the way either, especially if there's been a recent conflict. I'm hearing keeping somebody at arm's distance. So not necessarily stabbing them with this sword, but you still have it up in front of you, like in case you need to use it, you know what I mean? Can you clarify the Nine of Swords for me, please? Can you clarify the Five of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Nine of Swords is the Knight of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the Knight of Cups encourages you to take the risk, to take the plunge. So some of you could be working in the arts, in the creative field, or have some sort of caring or healing profession. This might be a new job offer that you're worried about. And I feel like this is a sign that's telling you you can take it. But for most of you, I feel like this might be some sort of emotional confession that's making you anxious, whether it be you coming forward and expressing something to someone, or they're coming forward and it's making you a little bit anxious, it's putting you off a little bit. This person, whether it be you or them, might have a difficult time expressing their emotions or dealing with them in general. This feels like a very head over heart decision. And this person's anxiety is affecting how they feel about the other person. It kind of feels like self-sabotage. Like this person feels like they're not good enough for this connection. And that's what's holding them back from opening up. That's what's holding them back from this confession. I feel like this person is also very scared of rejection. Clarifying the Five of Swords, you have the Star. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. But I definitely see this person reaching out for an attempted reconciliation, whether it be you that needs to apologize or the other person. There was definitely a conflict here or some sort of competition here, and they're ready for healing. They know they were being selfish, but I feel like you still have your guard up around this person, with reason, of course. With that Four of Pentacles there and that chakra card, again, I would stay grounded. I would try to keep this person at arm's distance. It feels like you still have your guard up after this whole blew up, and understandably so. I feel like you're not necessarily opening up to this person again. It doesn't feel like an upset or angry energy coming from you. It just kind of feels like, okay, we're cool, but I'm not going to forget what you did or what you said to me. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like you're keeping this person distant from you. You know you need to hold back from this person emotionally now. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates with you and let me know what your situation is about. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. If you want to join the fam, you can click that bell to be notified every time I post. You can now also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, where I will be posting announcements about new tarot readings. Both of those links will be in the description below. Either way, I'll see you here again at Raise Tarot. See you later!